Good evening, everyone. Welcome to our TLC Gathering. Happy holidays. We especially want to thank you live streamers for joining us. Let's give them a little bit of love. Welcome. So TLC stands for Teach the Principles, Live the Love, Change the World. And that's what we stand for here at CSL. I want to thank everybody for wearing their masks appropriately over their nose and over their mouth and respecting social distancing. Also, please turn your cell phones off while we're in service. And now for an affirmative prayer. Let's all take a deep breath together and release. And one more in and release. Knowing that God is all there is. All-knowing, all-powerful, all-present, knowing that God is the sun and the moon and the stars. God is love and beauty. God is all that ever has been, ever will be. There is only one, and that one is infinite, the creator, the creating, and the created. And for this I know is the truth of who and what I am. It is the breath and life of me. And in this knowingness, I know that everyone who can hear my voice at this very moment is also a perfect expression of this universal energy that we call God. In this knowingness, I know that today is a coming together, a connection of heart and soul, that it is all working as it is divinely guided. We come together to be in the same space, whether that's virtually or right here, right now. I am so very grateful for the love in this space. I am so grateful for the volunteers. I am so grateful for the technology that allows us to reach and touch so many. In this gratitude, I say thank you. And I release my word into the law, knowing it is done, and so it is. So it is.
Good evening, love streamers. Glad you're here. Would you please stand? Let's shift the vibration in the room. Let's shift the vibration within ourselves. We are here to glorify the Almighty God that is within us. All around us is a God of power, a God of peace, a God of joy. It is you, it is me, it is all of us. We simply know that His wholeness that is within us. All there is the power and peace. Joy within you, Lord, more than the holidays. Holidays are great, but we're going to let go of everything that happened up until right here and right now. We're going to let go of any sense of lack. We're going to let go of any sense of doubt. We're going to let go of any sense of I am not enough because it's all not true. We're stepping into the wholeness. We're stepping into the truth. We're stepping into the vibration of knowing we are the generation, the evolution. We are all of that because God is all there is that's resting outside the infinite. Do you agree? There's nothing outside the infinite. Can I say yes? We are inside the infinite. Can you say yes? Let this vibration reverberate into and around you all right now and speak our love to our love spirits, and then let it raise and praise in them. Let us now raise the praise. Raise the praise.
Come on, let's raise that praise. Come on, let's raise the praise. Come on, clap your hands if you know that we are in the place to be tonight. Out of all the things that we could have been doing, all the places we could have been, this is where we chose to be. Amen. We're going to celebrate just a little bit.
A little bit?
A little bit. And then we're going to take it up another notch. Join with us as we sing this song.
Please join with us as we sing this song, as we get together here. Amen.
Amen.
Well, yeah.
Come on, clap your hands. We're going to raise the praise tonight. With focused minds and centered hearts, springs love divine, a brand new start. If you look inside the creative flow, you will find that it begins with I am powerful beyond belief. I am
abundant in God is.
I am love and action. Come and see. Our path begins within. I am. That's right. Come on. Let's lift it up. Let's lift it up just a little bit higher. Sing it again with focus.
With focused mind
And centered hearts.
springs love divine, a brand new
If you look inside,
you will find that it begins.
but I am
powerful beyond.
I am
abundant in God is.
I am love and action.
Come and see, my path begins within.
I am. All right. So now listen, get yourself a little space, just a little space. I know we're in the aisles, but we're going to move just a little bit. Just a little bit. So follow us and do what we do. Everybody to the right, to the left. Take it back. Take it forward. Everybody to the left. To the right. Take it back now, y'all. Take it forward. To the left. To the right. Take it back. Oh, now listen. Activate. All the altos in the house say.
Activate.
Sopranos say magnificence. 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 I am. All the men help me say I am. Now raise the praise. Oh, come on, lift your voice in here. Oh, it's in this moment we realize we are God energy, we are activated, and we manifest nothing but good and more good and more good. Oh, I am
powerful beyond belief.
I
am abundant in God is.
I am
love and action coming.
My path begins
within.
I am.
I
All right. Raise it. We're going to keep it going and slow it down just for a moment as we do this next song. Help us as we continue to celebrate. Just get loose. Get loose. I see you, Connie. If you feel the groove and the vibe, just come on and move just a little bit. Oh. Allow yourself to be free tonight, yes. Oh. Listen, song says this. Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around me.
Oh, let me know that love is all around me.
Let me know that love is all around.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Oh, let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me know that love can heal us all.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Hey, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let my steps reveal the good of the flowing.
Let my steps reveal the goodly flow.
And let me share with those around the world.
Let me share with those around the world.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me serve in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let my steps reveal the path of peace.
Let
Yeah.
my steps reveal the path to peace.
And let me know each day a little kinder. Let me talk each day a little.
little kinder.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me live in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy,
One more
holy
time,
way.
say, oh, let me love in a holy, holy way.
Let me love in a holy, holy way.
Yeah. Thank you.
Good evening, everyone, and happy holidays to you. Good evening, love streamers. Thank you so much for being with us. Tonight, we have a special holiday presentation. Tonight, we are introducing to many of you who don't get to see all of our spiritual leadership. And so tonight's theme is Giving is Living. You will hear from each and every one. Those who live here in Las Vegas will be present, except for one, and then the others will be here by video. We're going to start with a practitioner who actually does live here. However, he is working this evening, so he also did his by video. So we'll begin our special holiday presentation with Gary Alano.
Hello, community. My name is Gary Alimo, and I am a licensed practitioner with the Center for Spiritual Living of Southern Nevada. So, we've been asked to talk a little bit around the theme, Giving is Living. And the day I found out about this, I happened to watch a movie titled A Boy Named Christmas. And here is a quote from one of the characters in that movie. We give what we have to show that we care. And then we all share in the joy. I just love that. We give what we have to show that we care, and then we all share in the joy. And isn't that why we give? To bring joy, to serve our fellow man. And it can be the smallest thing, a smile to a stranger, kind words to one who is feeling down, words of support to those who need it, forgiveness to others and to ourselves. And also, of course, financial support through tithing and charitable contributions. Giving takes many forms, but when we give of ourselves, we grow, expand, and live a fuller life. As I was writing this, the law of correspondence and the law of circulation kept popping up in my mind. As we give, we receive. It's law. Remember, the love I give is given back to me in just the form I need. It may not be reciprocated in the exact same way, but in a way that serves me best at that time. So let's continue to live a life of giving. Happy holidays, everyone.
And in reflecting on the subject of giving is living, it occurs to me that most of us come to this philosophy, the philosophy of religious science, with the perceived desire of wanting more in our lives. It may be more money, more love, more joy, more something, or more stuff. And over time, we might come to realize that it's not about getting more. It may be just about giving more. And we shift our focus to the paradoxical statement that actually says, giving is living. We come to believe that it's more about supporting others than being supported. That it's more about giving than receiving. And we find that the more we give, the more we actually do receive. Many years ago, I took a meeting with the president of a major Midwestern advertising agency. And as we sat in his office, one wall of his office was covered with pictures of rewards that he had received in recognition for his philanthropic work in the community. And I naively asked him why he was so active in the community, investing his time and his money and influence to support so many charitable causes. He told me that he had been so blessed over the years that he felt it was his obligation to share his time, talent, and treasure with the world that had so richly blessed and benefited him. I would in years later come to realize that the philosophical point of his comments were actually biblically based. For in Luke 12:48, it is written that to whom much is given, much is required. The universe, as we've come to realize, is replete with all that we could ever dream of or see. And the key to our experiencing this bounty lies in our willingness to share and to give of our time, talent, and treasure. For we know that giving and receiving are two sides of the same coin. And as we celebrate this season of wish lists and receiving, let us focus our attention on giving. For if you've been blessed with wealth, talent, knowledge, and time, consider blessing others with a portion of your gifts from this wonderful universe. For truly, giving is living. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Yvonne Hyde. Season's greetings. I am an outreach practitioner for CSL Southern Nevada, and I live in Los Angeles, California. So when I think about giving, what I think about is, especially at this time of the year, is giving to others, giving to charities, giving to our families. At this time of the year, there's so many prompts for us to give. When we go to the supermarket, there's a sign there saying donate a gift of food for a needy family. And when you walk outside the store, there's usually someone there with the bell and the kettle asking for donations. But also, there's also that sense of giving to our families, giving to our loved ones. There's the Christmas gifts, there's the Christmas tree with all the gifts underneath it. But I think the most important thing is giving to oneself at this time of the year, taking care of yourself, giving and being loving of yourself and taking care of all of your needs as well as everything else that you're doing. So when I think of giving to oneself. Make yourself your number one priority, and then you'll be able to give joy, happiness, peace, and love to all others around you. Have a wonderful holiday. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year, Happy Kwanzaa. Take care. Bye-bye.
Good evening. My name is Joe Kovach. I'm also a spiritual practitioner here at CSL-SN. And this idea of giving is living takes me back, especially this time of year, to being a child. And when at that time it was so much more fun to receive. And I remember this time, especially Christmas Eve, we'd start getting some gifts from family members who were visiting, and then you wait till that magical day, and everything you wanted hopefully was there and so forth. And then as I got older, I started giving gifts. And that was okay. I get a lot of help from my parents. And it wasn't as good until one day when I started buying my own presents. And I shocked some people with the thought that I put into what I was giving. And it wasn't the money. It was the creativity. It was the idea. It was the fact that I had listened to them or knew them well enough to give them something that was meaningful. And then as I grow older, and I became a professional school counselor, I realized that something as simple, truly, as noticing someone who doesn't want to be noticed with a loving intent was pretty magical. And that I receive in that givingness. And then I have a family. I got married and have 2 beautiful children. And truly, that's a lot of giving. And yet it is also the most reward I have ever received in my life. And what I realize each and every day, especially through this beautiful philosophy, this religion and religious science, is that as I realize that everything is God in action, is right here, right now, that I have it all. And then as I get to give more because I know that I'm receiving that in multitude. I truly believe that. And as you heard Gary say, we don't always know how it's going to be given, but I absolutely trust the law that it will be given perfectly, in the perfect time, in the perfect way, whether it's the perfect person or advice, whatever it is. So each and every day I wake up, I thank Spirit for what has already been given to me. And then I pray. And I pray that I may be so worthy of knowing what each person I meet needs in that moment, and that I may be a channel of that love. So in this holiday time, you may have absolutely nothing physical to give or money or value, but you have so much worth. Each one of us does. Just a thought is powerful. So I ask you this holiday to give all that you can give, just to test the law and see how it returns it in multitude.
Hello, my name is Jean Black, and I am a practitioner at the Center for Spiritual Living, Southern Nevada. And I have been contemplating giving is living. What does that mean to me? This is the season of giving, the time of the year when our thoughts naturally turn to our friends and family? And what is it that we could give them? What is that special gift that would bring joy into their lives? So I looked up the word giving, and I love the definition. It said providing love or other emotional support, simply caring. I believe that this is our nature to give of ourselves. When I give service, I have a sense of well-being, awake, alive. It feels to me that this is God's way of caring for its creation. It feels like life. Ernest Holmes said, life is ever giving of itself. We must receive, utilize, and extend the gift. Success and prosperity are spiritual attributes belonging to all people. So giving is living in the flow of life. Enjoy it. Peace and blessings.
I'm Rachel Dilling, spiritual practitioner here at the Giving is Is that better? So, in the concept of giving is living, I go back to the original idea that I am a perfect expression of God. And in this expression of being this God energy, I have come to this planet with gifts, with skills, with talents, that it is my job to better the whole, to share those. I heard an expression or a saying, I'm reading a book right now called The Soul of Money, and in there they talk about how money is water, and you can't stop the flow of water, because if you do, it becomes stagnant, it becomes sick. You have to let it flow, and that is the same thing with this God inside of me, this spiritual being that I am. If I'm not allowing it to flow, I'm becoming sick and stagnant. So giving is living is a no-duh. If you're not giving, you're not living, you're stagnant. So I say, give all that you can give, every moment of every day, and be in the joy and the love. Because, receiving is nice, but giving, that's everything.
Good morning. This is Richard Morris with CSLSN. I'm a practitioner here. And you know what I love about life? All is given. Everything. I'm supported in every way. And even more so, more is given than my basic needs because I'm expanding. I'm expanding in every area of my life. And I'm just in the state of gratitude. The love that's overflowing is gratitude, grateful as a way of being, and more flows into me. In this state of being, a lack and other basic human emotions like fear and limitation, and they can't coexist with gratitude. Love prevails, always, always. And in the state of being, in this way of being, I just want to give. I want to give because I thrive. I have an overflowing heart. I co-create my life. It's God, the giver, as my life. Love, family, friends, communities, my relationships, CSLSN itself, they all expand because I co-create them all. God is my life. I give, I love, I am grateful. Thank you. I love you.
And I'm the assistant minister here at the Center for Spiritual Living, Southern Nevada. Happy holidays to each of you, and especially to the live streamers. Thank you so much for showing up for us as well. I was thinking about this, giving is living, and what came to me is that I am an expression of spirit. You are each an expression of spirit. We collectively are an expression of spirit. Therefore, we are of the same giving nature as spirit. The same giving nature as spirit. Spirit gives through each of us, gives through each of you. And as a result, lives through you in doing so, lives through me in doing so. So guess what? Our true nature is to give. Yes, that is our true nature. You may not always remember that, however it is. The bigger thing is, the question is, how do we give? Do I, do you give forgiveness as Jesus Christ, the master teacher, did? Do I, do you give compassion and understanding as he did? Do I, do you give with love as he did? Let us remember how he gave and use this as our guide to our giving. I invite you to close your eyes right now and make a commitment to yourself to give more. Perhaps more joy, more love, compassion, understanding. Choose right now. I choose to give more. And fill that in. I choose to give more joy, to live more. I choose to give more, to live more. Giving is love in action. So know, as you give, you are living a love life. And your love vibration is definitely raising each time you give. So what a gift it is to yourself to give, and then to give to the world. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Karen Campbell, and I'm a practitioner for the Center for Spiritual Living, Southern Nevada. And the theme this month is Living is Giving. And so what that means for me is pouring into a person, place, or thing that brings me joy, whether it's tithing my time, my gifts, or my talents, or simply saying, I appreciate you. Thank you.
Isn't that wonderful? That is the spiritual leadership that serves you. It's the spiritual leadership that keeps you in prayer each and every day. So can we please give them some more love? So giving is living. That came about because of something that happened to me, but we're actually not going to go into that story. That's a long story. We don't have that much time. Y'all feel like staying all day and all night? Just checking. But what came through this morning was why we give. We are actually taught, as the young people, we are taught, young children, we're taught to give. However, there's other things that start happening in our lives, and we do give, but we tend to miss the real spiritual reason of why we give. So I want us to go through a couple of them tonight, of ways that people give, and then I want to bring us back to why we actually give and how this is happening. So the first thing I'd like to bring your attention to is conspicuous giving. Conspicuous giving being that when you give, you make sure somebody knows that you gave. How many of you know somebody, I'm not saying you, I'm saying how many of you know somebody like that? Anybody at least encounter someone, seems like every time they give, they gotta say something about it? Or have you experienced one where someone gives something to you and they gonna remind you a few times that they gave it to you? Anybody experience something, somebody like, we know those people, right? I'm not saying it's y'all, I'm just saying you know somebody. So that is about the ego. That is about not feeling good enough. That is about forgetting who and what you really are, which is a child of the divine. All right? So every time this comes up for you, I want you to check yourself. Before you allow something to come out of your mouth about how you gave to somebody or some organization or whatever, I'd like for you to stay silent and not say that. Because I remember 3 years ago, 4 years, it's been a while with CSL Southern Nevada, but we ran a program where we challenged everyone to give and not to give anonymously. We did that program because I wanted us to be conscious of how many times we don't give anonymously. We give because we want to be seen. We want to be noticed that we give. I'm asking us for the year 2022 that's coming up and for the rest of this year. Check out when you give. Check out how many people you tell that you gave to whoever and whatever and what you did give. Because if you're doing that, I want you to recognize, you can feel it within yourself. The real truth is you know when you're giving from your ego. We're going to let that go tonight. Everybody ready to let that kind of giving go? That's not how, yeah, we're going to let that go. You too, love streamers, right? You ready to let it go? Right. So the second type of giving is something that we learn to do a lot of times as children, as Joe spoke about, right? And your parents help you give. This idea of it is time to give. And one of the things I find with Christmas is people give gifts, people receive gifts. Sometimes somebody gives you a gift and there's something in you that feels like you should give them a gift. That's called obligatory giving. That is not your true nature, okay? That is something you've learned to do. Now, if you still want to do that, I leave that up to you. I just want us to become conscious. At Center for Spiritual Living, Southern Nevada, it is very, very important to us that we learn to become conscious of the behaviors that we are using that are not of our true nature. We want to become conscious of what is our true nature and that we live from that way and from those spiritual principles. Yes? All right. So we want to let go of obligatory giving because we want to step into a different kind of giving. But I want to tell you a story before I give you the third one. All right? So as a minister in Centers for Spiritual, no, let's see, and as a minister of Alaska Center for Spiritual Living, when I was there, you know, we show up to what they call work. I call it a church. You show up to church Monday through Friday and all of that. And I was there, but that morning I had received some really, really bad news. And so I go to the church, and I'm not in my office because I'm really out of sorts. And so I go into what was called the dining area, and I'm just sitting at the table. And I know I'm not right. I know I'm not in my normal state, but I'm having a hard time shaking it. And my assistant comes over and she says, Reverend Marquita, Mama Tony needs to see you. Now, in my head and in my body, I went, Now, I know that's not right, but this was really where I was in the moment because of the news I had received. I didn't want to go and serve. I didn't want to go and give. I didn't want to necessarily wallow, but I didn't want to go and serve. However, it is my job to go do that, so I got myself together, got in the car. Now on the way over, because I am a minister, because I've been in this teaching for a long time, I already knew you got to shift, little girl. You must shift. So I began to talk to myself, to do what we call affirmations and to sing, and the thing that raises my vibration happens to be singing. So I began to sing, to shift myself, so by the time I got to her, I was able and ready to serve. Well, I got to her front door, and I'm definitely better, but I'm still feeling the obligatory giving. I got to go do this thing. Let me tell you something. I sat with her, did what we call a practitioner session. By the time I was done, everything about me had shifted. Everything about me had changed. I was giving and living from this third piece, which all of us have within us, the spark of the divine. Within you is the spark of the divine. You were made from this, you are this. And this is the giving nature of spirit itself as you. When we give, when we tap into our true nature and give from that place, everything shifts, everything changes. It doesn't matter what has happened to you before, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, for none of it matters. You start to move into this space, and Spirit begins to then speak through you as you are serving and giving to someone else. And when this happens to you, it's not about you have to. It's not because somebody told you to. It's because you are allowing the whole Spirit of God to move through you to give to someone else. And when that happens, you shift, change, and you feel really, really good. How many of you know what I'm talking about? How many of you have given, and it just feels really great to give? And it should, yeah. That, people, is giving. So what am I asking of you this particular month and for the next year? I'm asking you to, when you're about to give of yourself, either to an organization, to your family, to your loved ones, to anyone, I'm asking you to check yourself first. Check in within you. Are you doing it from the first, second, or third way of giving? If it's not the third way of giving, I'm asking you to first, many of you know about affirmative prayer, and if those of you who are with us and you're new with us and you don't know about affirmative prayer, this is praying in a way that is positive, not begging, not beseeching, not thinking you're not good enough, but diving deep into your true nature, and then you pray from there. You pray, then you go give. I want us to remember we are all energy here. So if you are giving from an energy that is downtrodden, that doesn't feel good enough, that you have to give, oh, I don't want to, if you're giving from that space, you haven't done much. You may give a gift and maybe it goes over, but everything is energy. So now you're giving to the world, polluting it with negative energy. I have one other short story. I wasn't going to tell it, but since it's coming through, I'm going to let it come through. Many years ago, my son's girlfriend made a gift for me. I never got the gift. She had crocheted something. I never got it. And so when we had I'll call it a family meeting, we had a meeting together, she had been angry with me because I never said thank you for the gift that she gave me. And at that meeting, she found out I never got the gift. And my son never gave her the gift because he remembered when you were making that, you hated my mother. You didn't like my mother. You had things to say about my mother. He said there was no way I was going to give my mother a gift made out of that energy. I want you to understand everything you do is from the energy that you serve in, and everything you give is from the energy that you give from. All right? So let us learn to move out of the first and the second type of giving. Let us tap into our true nature. If you're having a hard time, go into prayer, so that when you're wrapping your gifts, or you're shopping for a gift, or you're going to go serve someone or somewhere, you're doing it from the spark of the divine. This is your true nature. Always remember that. Yes and yes? Yes. Great. So please take to heart what you've heard our spiritual leadership say, and take to heart how it is you are actually giving during this holiday season and for the next year and forever and ever, right? Let's begin this process through prayer. Would you pray with me, please? Lower or close your eyes, whatever feels good for you. So as we tap into that which is everywhere, I call it God, I know it is spirit, love, whatever name we have for it, whatever religion, it doesn't really matter. I'm talking about the one power, the one presence, the one creator that has created everything out of itself. Everything that we can see and all the things that we cannot see, one power has created all of that. And we are absolutely in it. It is the self-givingness of itself to its creation, which happens to be us. And therefore, we're in it. It is in us. It is from the space, then, that we bless our own selves as the children of the divine. It is from the space that we lift up and glorify the spark of the divine that is absolutely everywhere, moving through us. It is in this place that I declare and affirm that we let go of anything that says that we are not enough. We step into into our full power and say, yes, I am the conduit for spirit. Yes, I am the vehicle of love. And I am the place that spirit gives to and from and through. Therefore, our giving is blessed. Our living is blessed. We let go of giving from the external ways. We let all that go. We tap in and we give from the internal space, that which is unlimited all the time. It knows no shortness. It knows no lack. It only knows its abundance. It only knows the unlimited ways that it gives, the channels, ways, and means all over the place. And we get to be the blessing. We get to be the way that it gives through. Praise God. So good. Thank you. Thank you. And as the practitioner stated, it is through our gratitude that we expand in our givingness. It is through our gratitude that we expand our willingness to be the conduit for spirit. It is through our gratitude that we also do get to receive. So as vehicles from the divine, the giving and receiving, we say thank you. Knowing we are blessed, knowing that every person that we care about is blessed. Praise, praise, praise. Releasing this intention of this prayer, this idea that we are the children of the divine, that the divine then gives through us, giving and receiving, releasing all of this into that dynamic, living, loving, powerful law that absolutely flushes itself out into this atmosphere, into this time. We say thank you. All praises be unto God, here and now. Sealing it with our love, we say. And so it is. Breathe it in. With that, let us hear from our musical director, Donna Lee.
Thank you for that beautiful message, Reverend Marquita. I want to sing a song that's familiar to you, that you often hear in the holiday season. Changed a couple of words. Oh, holy night, the stars are brightly shining. It is a night of a higher birth. Long lay the mind in sin and error pining, till grace appeared and my soul learned its worth. A thrill of hope, a higher vibration. From life I freely give and receive. Oh, quiet your mind and hear Spirit's voice. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Oh, night divine. Oh, night. my divine. Thank you.
Wasn't that wonderful? Let us give Donnie Lee another round of applause. Happy holidays to each of you. I'm Reverend Venetia, and I'm the Assistant Minister for the Center for Spiritual Living, Southern Nevada. And I invite you right now to join me in our spiritual practice of meditation. So live streamers, love streamers, make sure that you are in a comfortable position, that you're not going to be disturbed, so that you can join us in this meditation as well. So I invite you to simply close your eyes, and we're going to begin with mindful breathing. So just focus on your breath for the next few moments. Just observe the rise and fall of your abdomen. Become one with it. Now take a deep cleansing inhalation and exhalation in through your nose and out through your mouth. And let go of anything that occurred prior to you arriving here. Just be present in this moment. Now we're going to take 6 very deep, slow inhalations through your nose again and out through your mouth. And you're going to slow it down, deep and slow. Let us begin. Inhale and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Inhale a third time and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. Inhale again and exhale. And inhale your final 6th time and exhale. And just continue with your regular breathing. We will begin with a short guided meditation, followed by music and then silence. And when it is time, you will hear my voice bringing you back into this present moment, back into your body. Now just allow yourself to release the busyness of your mind. Just let it go, whatever it is. And just allow yourself to drift. And now allow your mind to go to a time in your life when you gave joyfully for the first time. And see what comes up for you. That first time of giving, that first time of joyful giving. So get an image in your mind of that moment. See yourself. See the person with you. Notice how old you are. Perhaps you're a toddler, you're school age, you're a teenager, or you're a young adult. Now clearly see the face of the person you're giving to. See the joy on their face. See the joy on your face. And now notice a warm feeling in you because of this joyful moment, because of this giving moment. And allow the warmth of this joyful giving to fill your body. From the top of your head to the bottom of your feet, allow that warmth to fill you. Now see yourself giving joyfully another time. So see yourself giving joyfully again with a different person. Notice how old you are again. See the face of that person. Let it come into focus. See the joy on their face. See the joy on your face. Notice how you are feeling as you interact with that person. And then when that ceased, when you were done with that giving, how did you move about as a result of this giving experience? Can you see yourself going about your day? Did you smile more, laugh more, playfully engage more? Were you more patient, perhaps more compassionate? And allow the warmth of this joyful giving to fill your body. Know that this warmth of giving is always a part of you. And allow yourself to feel it each time you give of yourself. Remember, you are meant to live a giving life. You are meant to live a giving life. And let us move into completion by inhaling and exhaling. Notice your breathing again. And now I invite you to say to yourself, I am inhaling the gift of life. I am inhaling the gift of life. Say that as you inhale, and as you exhale, simply release. Just release energy. And in doing that, you're making room to give more in order to live more. And let us inhale again, saying, I am inhaling the gift of life. And just allow yourself to release some additional energy as you exhale. Knowing that you are making room to give more in order to live more. Now focus on your breathing again. Come in tune with your body. Feel it. Feel yourself present in your body. And feel the chair or whatever it is you're sitting on. Feel that underneath you. And keeping your eyes closed, wiggle your toes, your fingers, tap your feet to reawaken your body, to come back into the present moment. And now take a nice stretch. I invite you to keep your eyes closed as I read the affirmations to you. And then I will invite you to open your eyes and to repeat after me. I invite you to open your mind and your heart to receive these words. I am the expression of Spirit's giving nature. I am filled with the joy of life because I give of myself. I give with ease and delight, knowing I am expressing my true nature. And I invite you to open your eyes and to repeat the words after me with passion and with emphasis, and as if they are already your own. I am the expression of Spirit's giving nature. I am filled with the joy of life because I give of myself.
I give with ease and delight, knowing I am expressing my true nature. Thank you. Love streamers, I trust that you felt that as well. Thank you all for participating.
Hello once again. Our whole topic this evening has been giving, and now it is time for the offering, for us to practice that giving. We have several ways that you can give. I'd like to cover them now. If you're here at the screen or the slide if you're in person. If you are in person, I'd like to mention that at the end of service, Juan, our practitioner, Juan, will be in the back with a basket, and you can drop your offering at that time, and we thank you in advance for that. You can also give by simply visiting our website at www.cslsn.org and click the donate button. You can also text Tithe by simply dialing 702-666-0541, and you will be prompted with texts on how to set that up. You'll need to set it up one time, and you're good for the rest. You have a couple apps you may have already on your phone. You have Cash App, which use the $ and CSLSN, or Zelle, which is Center for Spiritual Living, SO Inc., or again, as you can see, the info at cslsn.org. You may simply snail mail it to us. That's okay. You can see our address there. It's also on our website. So any number of ways you have to practice the giving time. And as we take a moment to give, I'd like to invite our special song here. We're going to give you a minute or two at home to get your offering together. And we're going to have a special music rendition of the song Blessed after a 90-minute interlude. And that Blessed is originally done by Fred Hammond. However, we have a special rendition arranged by our CSLSN musical director, Donnie Lee, and our own Reverend Marquita. So Donnie, please, our 90 minute, how about 90 seconds? That's more than enough. Interlude, thank you.
All right, I think that was about 90. Let's get the party started. Come on, Quantum Vibe, help me. Everybody say blessed, 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 say blessed, 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 let your voice, like you mean it, say blessed, 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 say blessed, 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 say blessed, 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 oh, we're blessed, say now.
We're blessed in the city, we're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down false beliefs. Sickness and poverty have
for the truth has been revealed.
For the truth has been revealed. We are blessed. We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field. We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down false beliefs. Sickness and poverty have
for the truth has been revealed.
For the truth has been revealed. We are blessed.
Let your voices say blessed,
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 blessed.
Help us sing this song tonight. Say blessed,
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 say blessed,
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 say blessed,
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 blessed.
oh, we're blessed, say now.
We're blessed in the city. We're blessed in the field.
We're blessed.
We're blessed when we come and when we go. We cast down false belief.
Sickness
and poverty has
for the
ceased.
truth has been revealed.
For the truth has been revealed. We are blessed.
Say, I'm blessed.
And I know it.
I'm not afraid to show it.
Oh, oh, oh.
We cast
Down false beliefs, sickness and poverty have
for the truth has been revealed.
For the truth has been revealed. We are blessed.
Say, I'm blessed.
I'm blessed.
It's working out. Just take a moment and lean back. Think about all the goodness you've experienced this week. Think about all the giving that is exuded from you and the receiving that's coming back to you right now. Oh, hey, yeah. See, from the morning
to the midnight hour,
it's working
out for me. I'm asking for more, please.
More, please.
Yes, yes.
Everybody celebrate. No. The universe is working for me. One more time, say yeah. From the morning
to the midnight hour, it's working out for me.
I'm
asking for more, please.
Say yeah.
Yes. From the morning to the midnight hour,
it's working
out for me.
I'm asking
for more, please.
Say yeah.
Yes. From the morning to the midnight hour, it's working out for me. I'm asking for more, please.
Say yeah.
Yes. It's working out.
It's working.
It's working out.
I don't have to worry about
it's
a
working
thing.
out.
No.
Yes.
It's working.
It's working out.
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 Say yeah.
It's working out.
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 Say yes.
Yes.
I know. I'm blessed, yes. When I come and when I go, I'm blessed. Oh. Thank you, Quantum Vibe. If you're blessed, make some noise.
Please keep your hands going one more time for Quantum Vibe and our Donnie Lee. You got to be in here in person to feel that vibe. Hopefully you feel it at home. So thank you for your giving of love, your expression of love. And as we do all things, knowing that we are blessed, let us give thanks. What I know for sure in this moment, that all is given and all is God in expression. And that all those that have given are truly receiving and multiplied in multitude. They receive at the perfect time in the perfect way. And as the center is blessed, we bless our beloved community. We bless with our ability to be here and shine, to teach the principles, to live the love, and to grow this beloved community. Breathe that in for a moment. We are so grateful for all that is given to us. Recognizing again that power, that presence, that energy, that essence that shows up in, as, and through all things, including these offerings here. They do good work. They do blessed work. That we are absolutely guided in the perfect ways on how these offerings serve. They go on and on and on, giving of themselves in love. We are so grateful, and so it is. Thank you once again for your offering.
Thank you, Jeff. So, to everyone.
want to thank you for making CSL Southern Nevada a place where people shift, change their lives, grow their lives into something magnificent and wonderful. And I just want to take a moment to recognize that we've had quite the year, yes? Yeah. A lot of changes going on. So to all of you who really have given to Centers for Spiritual Living Southern Nevada financially, thank you. Because without your contributions, this could not be happening. We were online, right? And now we're able to come together and be in person for a bit, and that's pretty special and pretty wonderful. Of course, Center for Spiritual Living in Las Vegas, thank you for sharing your space so that we could do that. And a special deep heart thanks to those of you who auto-tithe, because through the auto-tithe, we know what to look at as far as the budget, because we know that's coming in consistently. So we certainly want to thank those people. And of course, all of you, so I just want a special thank you to all of the volunteers. You know, it takes a lot to put this together, so those of you who give of your time and your talent in that way, thank you so very, very much. And on behalf of all the people here who who are able to learn and grow from this place, there's a lot of people who are behind the scenes that you don't know. The love streamers you probably really don't know. All the people who are behind the scenes, I want to say thank you for making all of this a reality. All right, with that, I just need you to know that manifestation comes because we give. It is in our givingness that all of this gets taken place. So that I certainly want to give a special thank you to our musical director, Mr. Donnie Lee. Let's give him some love. And today in Quantum Vibe, we had Lee Lehan, Laquel Presley, and Leon Gilliam. Thank you so much. And of course, then I also want to give a special thank you to our spiritual leadership who took the time to develop their rendition of Giving is Living. Let's give them some more love also, please. Las Vegas Center for Spiritual Living, again, thank you so much for sharing your space. And with that, I would love to introduce back our wonderful Joe Kovac to tell us what's going on in Centers for Spiritual Living Southern Nevada.
What's going on? Let's talk about what's going on, shall we? It's announcement time. All right, so how do you know what's happening? Well, if you're here right now, you can take a look at the slides, but you can always head to our website, www.cslsn.org, not .com, or you can simply open your email blast, our newsletter. You don't get the newsletter, you say? Well, then just head to our website and sign up. It is complimentary, and you will be in touch with all the latest happenings going on at our center. So let's take a look. We're back in person. What do we want you to know about that? Our next gathering is happening Wednesday, January 26th. You may join us in person. Witness our TLC Inspirational Gathering in person. Feel the energy live if you are able to. If not, it will still be streamed on Facebook or YouTube. It begins promptly at 6:10 p.m. Don't also forget on January 19th, that was also a Wednesday, you can join our Spiritual Living Circle that is facilitated by practitioners Karen and Yvonne. So you can join for yet another opportunity to lift your vibe and consciousness. And we also have the Power Hour happening, and that's every Thursday beginning at 6:30 p.m. And you can join our own Reverend Marquita, and they are currently working on an amazing book that if you've never heard of it, you want to join it. Trust me, it's powerful. It'll help change your life. And again, please sign up for your newsletter so you always stay in touch. And I thank you. That's our announcements. What else do we have? Well, we want to appreciate everybody here, and I'm going to introduce a wonderful holiday medley with our own music director again. And once again, Quantum Vibe.
All right. We are so glad to be celebrating the holidays with you all today. And I figured I'd go ahead and pull out my Santa Claus hat, just to get in the giving, spirit as we celebrate giving. All right, so we're going to do a holiday medley. There'll be some songs you recognize, maybe one or two that you don't recognize. But when you hear the music, you know, if you know it, join in and sing along. All right, here we go. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Good tidings we bring to you and your kin, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us some figgy pudding, oh, bring us some figgy pudding and bring it right here. We wish to you and your kin, good tidings for Christmas and a Happy New Year. We wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas, we wish you a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year. Bet some of you can guess what this is. Miss Lee Lehan. Ladies and gentlemen, the master of ceremonies himself, Mr. Leon Gilliam. Now, we are a center for spiritual living, so it's only fair that we celebrate all the holidays. So I'm bringing to you a Hebrew song that's done in the tradition of Hanukkah. Ma'osur Yeshuati Lechanai Leshabeach Zikon Be Tefilati Vesham Torah Nesabeach Let Takin Matbeach Mitzar Hamenabeach Azegmo Beshir Mizmo Chanukat Amizbeach Azegmo Beshir Mizmo Chanukat Amizbeach. Ladies and gentlemen, in all her elegance, the lovely Miss Laquelle Presley.
Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Let your heart be light. Next year all our troubles will be out of sight. Have yourself a merry little Christmas. Make the Yuletide gay. Next year all our troubles will be miles away. Here we are as in olden days, happy golden days, they're all yours. Faithful friends who are dear to us will be near to us once more. Someday soon we all will be together. If the fates allow, hang the shining star upon the highest bough. Have yourself a merry little Christmas now. Have a merry little Christmas. Have a merry little Christmas now.
Give them a hand, give them a hand. We're going to pick it up a little bit. Here we go. Rocking around the Christmas tree, have a Christmas party hop. Mistletoe hung where you can see, every couple tries to stop. Rocking around
Christmas tree. Let the Christmas spirit ring. Later we'll have some pumpkin pie and we'll do some caroling. You will get a sentimental feeling when you hear voices singing, let's be jolly. Deck the halls with boughs of holly, rocking around the Christmas tree. Have a happy holiday. Everyone dancing merrily in the new old-fashioned way. In the new old-fashioned way.
Okay, now you guys get to help us sing a little bit. Words are coming up on the screen. Here we go. Joy to the world, the Christ is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare its room, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing. Step to the side so you can see a little bit. Joy to the earth, the Spirit reigns. Let men their songs employ, while fields and floods, rocks, hills and plains repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy, repeat the sounding joy. Spirit moves with truth and grace and makes the nations prove the glories of His righteousness and wonders of its love, and wonders of its love, and wonders of its love. We hope you enjoyed that. We will turn it over to the lovely practitioner, Rachel Dilley.
Please come and join me. Thank you, everyone, for coming tonight. We are so grateful that all of you have been here to share with us the joy of this season. So let us pray. Allow my words to be your words, knowing that God is everything. God is the light and the love, the abundance of the world. It is the giving and the receiving. It is the creating, the creator, the creating, the created. It is everything. There is no spot that God is not. And knowing this is the truth, I know that I am of and from and in and as this universal energy, that it is the breath and life of me. And so I know that this is a beautiful season, that this is a season of joy and life and love, that it is all that God is, that we have come together today in connection and creation, that through the givingness we receive. So I know that as everyone leaves tonight or shuts down their computer, that they are in a place of this love, this life, this joy, this knowingness. And for this I am grateful, so very grateful. I release my word into the law, knowing it is done, done, done. And so it is. Happy holidays and Happy New Year!
One more time. Joy to the world, the Christ is come. Let earth receive her King. Let every heart prepare its room. And heaven and nature sing, and heaven and nature sing, and